on.
When I was a kid, my mom got this recipe from our neighbor, and I distinctly remember the moment when we went over to the neighbor's house for some reason. I was a little kid, and the neighbor showed my mom this recipe for screwball cake, which I had never heard of, but this was when we lived in Wisconsin. And so it was a really simple cake, and we made it, and it was like fun. And it just tasted good, and it was like chocolate and moist, and it'll hold its moisture for a week if you want it to. It's not a culinary cake by any means, but I think it's a lot of fun for kids to make, and it's still a lot of fun for me to make. So this is the perfect thing to throw together, and it'll last a while, or you can eat it all in one sitting, whatever you want. But anyway, it's just one of these childhood memories for me. So I asked my mom to send me the recipe, and she did. And then I looked on the internet, and there's a bajillion of almost the same recipe out there. So watch and learn. This will be a lot of fun. So this is really simple. You're just going to put together flour and stuff in a bowl. All right? You have to measure when you're baking. It says to sift everything together. I don't have a sifter, so we're going to use a screen thing instead. I forgot that we didn't have any flour, so I had to raid the neighbor's flour. So John and Allison, thank you for the flour. Go back in there. Get in there. Okay, so I just take this to sift this kind of thing. I just move it around. Well, if you don't have a sifter, this is what you got to do. There's some people that just dismiss sifting, but I'm doing what the instructions tell me. Okay, 2 cups of sugar. Yeah, that works well. And then half a cup of cocoa. See, look at that. That works just fine. A teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of baking soda.
Why is it called screwball cake?
I have no idea, but I don't know. Maybe Christopher Kimball at Cook's Magazine could investigate this for us and report back.
Best screwball
Yeah, the master recipe. The master recipe for screwball cake. Okay, so this just goes in here. Then you make 3 holes. 1.
That's weird.
2. It is really weird, but it's a fun cake. I think kids will like this. They get to make holes.
Kids?
This is a good recipe to make with your kids. 2/3 of a cup of oil. Am I doing this right? Yeah.
It's out of the hole.
Well, what can you do?
No.
Well, it's not the end of the world. It didn't go in the other 2 holes, so that's fine. I mean, it's an imperfect cake, but it's a lot of fun. 2 tablespoons of vinegar. 1, 2. 2 cups of boiling water. Take this. You just take this and you pour it in.
Oh, and you mix it up?
And you mix it all together. Oh, it smells good. I think a spatula is better than a fork. My favorite tool, the fork. We're just gonna mix it and then we throw it in the oven.
Is there frosting?
You can put frosting on it, but I'm not a big fan of frosting on screwball cake because it's a very rich cake. So what I would suggest is serving it with some ice cream.
Is it supposed to be even?
Well, relative. I mean, even as a relative term, it'll settle itself out. Gravity does that thing. So. That's good. It's like when you were a kid and you could lick the egg beaters when your mom was done. All right, now we wait. Who's that? Who's that? So this is not exactly how my child, well, kind of looking through the fuzzy looking glass of childhood memories. But this isn't exactly what I remember the screwball cake being. I think ours had more water in it. It was more kind of a moister looking cake. But this looks very interesting here. Bill's banging on the door. It smells good. It's kind of hot. It's good. It's good chocolate cake.
I'm here just in time to see what Eric has created. I shall be the test subject. Oh, okay, let me have a bite, and I will give you my.
You'll be the screwball.
Yeah,
You're the guy with that hat.
I'll give you my unjaundiced.
It's what we're
Impartial.
having for dessert tonight.
Oh, excellent. I feel like I'm cheating. Well, it's very good.
It's good. When I was a kid, we made the screwball cake, and I found the recipe on the internet. And this isn't exactly what we ate, but this is still pretty good. It's really good with a glass of milk.
Well, you better bring some milk then.
Okay, so that's our screwball cake recipe. Thank you for watching.
It's screwy.
Email us your comments and visit GardenFork.tv for the recipe information. And have a good day.
Hey.
A Christmas head.
What do you think, Henry? Have you tasted it?
Oh, you don't feed dogs chocolate.